AFC battle on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Jets. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start the drive with a give to White. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Lewis. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Lewis. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to have a... As the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
That's good for the Jets.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Come 19, 19, Pioneer.
Lewis now to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground with Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's the option. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Hold the ready. Go, Reed, go.
Jacobs. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Carr now to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. White, he'll try the left side. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes
The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On second down, they'll run with White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw is Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On 1st down, Carr. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Carr now on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
79 Broncos, 19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On play action, now Carr. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, there was nothing open down the field, so give him credit for his patience and not forcing it. Showed a lot of confidence in his big man to just swing it out to the fullback, and they got some good yardage out of it.
Right there, hurt.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. White running to the left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Go check.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come back team! Come back team!
Back to throw. Lewis eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try the right side here with White, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
He completes it right side to White. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Lewis to throw from his end zone. Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Shot 50.
Operating from the gun. Lewis. Flush to his right. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
They'll give to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Wilson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And check down, complete to Hall. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hey, check that. Street.
Straight ahead is Hall. He'll take it inside the 25.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hall again. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken
what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this school is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Carr. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll get a first down here up to the 25, but that clock still moving.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Throwing his Carr. Connecting with Renfro. And he'll have another first down as he gets out of bounds as well to stop the clock.
The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Carr.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Carr to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
One final try now for Carr. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.